This playthrough is rated T for teen. Why do I feel like there's a Skynet situation going on here? Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with the finale of Beneath the Steel Sky. In the last episode, we found ourselves down to Android Town as we find ourselves accessing, getting closer and closer to Linc and perhaps finding out information about our father. We got rid of one of the android guys causing some trouble here, so... And Joey's back in a much lower capacity, but
never mind.
Alright, let's see what we can actually check now that the android's gone.
It's a foul-smelling chemical soup.
Yeah, I fell into the hole there, so...
I'm not risking my fingers in that stuff.
Probably a good idea.
It looks like the stuff that Lamb eats.
Because he's fat.
It's sticky and slightly astringent,
Ugh.
making my fingers tingle.
Well, don't touch it then.
Better be careful I don't fall in there.
I don't think you can, anyway.
The heat from below rises through that.
Yeah, the guy stepped through it and just screamed like a...
No obvious explanation of what it's controlling.
Could be anything.
There aren't any manual controls.
Nah, they're just there to be flashy. You know how most science fiction is.
There's a weird fetus thing floating in it. Whoever said babies were cute?
I didn't.
The casing is thin, but very hard.
No. I think it's the same description on both of them.
There's a weird... Whoever said...
There you go.
The case...
Yeah. I don't think you can bash them or anything. Didn't think so, alright. Alright, now we don't have to deal with that.
There's a
noise
rubbery
anymore.
man in there. So that's how androids are created.
Well, I thought they were... Never mind.
The casing is thin, but very...
Okay.
This tank isn't occupied.
Was that one guy that died? This was his room, so... I think that's the door to that one room, so...
I've got a hunch I'll need to open that.
Maybe.
No way of opening it.
Not with my bare hands. Yeah, let's see what this door's all about.
Whatever's behind that door must be important.
Must lead to the end game.
There's no way I could push that door open. That's the most secure lock I've ever seen.
And he's seen all of them.
No manual controls.
Okay, let's go into this door here. Control room or something like that.
They're linked to surveillance cameras.
All over the city, I assume.
They're linked.
Okay, they're the same thing no matter what.
It's a view of the reactor.
I wonder if it has an image of Nita being thrown in there.
This monitor is switched on.
Either that or she was in the room and it got turned on or something like that, the door got opened while she was in there or something like that. Oh, it's a Linc interface.
Another entrance to Weird World.
Weird World. Let's see. Yeah, there's the slot. I was like looking for the slot, so.
It's a standard card slot.
Alright, now let's look at this terminal.
It's displaying some info.
Okay, well, let's see what it displays. Let's use our card on it. Status report. Status report. Nutrient tank drain open. Possible malfunction of Walter 14. I guess that's because he called himself Walter, I believe. So they're just numbered. Temperature surge detected. Investigation in progress. Emergency life support on. Alright. And then access to restricted area. Walter V2.4 research. Clean environment. Have you decontaminated? Access door closed. Let's open it. Alright. Oops. Exit. What the?
You've saved me the bother of coming to find you. I should have guessed you were part of all this. Why do you think Reich had to die when he tried to kill you? Or that meddling girl who tried to help you escape? Linc needs you alive, Overman. That's why it planned this family reunion.
Get out while you can, Rob.
Stop! Tell me what you want from me! You won't be needing this robot where you're going.
Yeah, that was the, I forgot the guy's name, but yeah, that was the guy we saw way back in the middle area in front of Lamb's room. This is the guy that was
It's an android.
a different looking android.
Aha! Another ID card from my collection.
And unfortunately, Joey died again, or got knocked out again, or whatever you want to call it, so that probably didn't last very long.
It wasn't Joey's lucky day.
Yeah, I wonder... yeah, I forgot what he called himself, but yeah, we met him a while back, so...
Poor Joey didn't last long in that shell. I'll take his board as a memento.
Alright, and we also got, yeah, the android has his own card now, the, oops. The plastic card bears a holographic image of Gallagher. That's it, Gallagher's name. Which, we saw also in the bar, too. So we saw Gallagher in the bar. I didn't mention at the time because I actually forgot at the time. But he was in that bar, and then he's here, and then he was up in the middle section. So we've seen him multiple times over the course of the game, so... Alright. So now, let's go back into... here. And let's see. Let's operate the terminal with this guy's card and see what it says. Alright, let's see. Status report. I think it's the same as before. Okay. Oh wait, whoops, wrong. I meant to... let's see.
It's displaying.
See if, actually, let's see if Anita has any. Okay, nothing comes out of that one, so. Alright. Anyway. We want to operate the interface here. Sorry, I was looking in the wrong room, so. Oops. Yeah, step out of that. Oh, wait. I forgot he has dialogue if you sit in the chair. Oh, well, he did. I guess it was a different version, so. Okay, never mind. Or it is in the original one, so. Okay, anyway, let's use the link card on the interface. Or the slide, I mean. Alright, now it's sitting it. Yeah, now that we got a new card, now we got a new effect. So. Alright, what do we get? We get Divine Wrath. Okay. Well, let's see what that does. Alright, we need to go back to that, the clue is that Crusader or whatever, so. Alright, now we can use this new power, Divine Wrath, on the Crusader here. What was that, like My Python? Where did you get in my game? But, okay, so let's disconnect, because we don't need to... we need to use someone else's card for this anyway, so... That's really funny, though. Okay, so now we need to use Anita's card for this one. Alright, let's back interface back in there. Yeah, I like that just dropped it, like I said, My Python joke, man. I mean, that joke's been done before, but it's just funny, just that statue just dropping on him. Alright, let's head back to the Crusader again. Because, yeah, we only needed the Divine Wrath for that one thing, and that's it, so... Polywrap Crystal, 40k, M-Trip, Hobart, Fun Progs. Protect applications from unauthorized eyes. Donations to Hobart, Funware, Inc. So, the reason we want to switch back to Anne, by the way, is she has the oscillator, because I picked that up during her thing. So, anyway, we want to use that on the crystal, because the whole tuning fork situation, so you're supposed to tap it, and it makes vibrations. So it's supposed to use to, like, well, in cartoons and stuff like that, they do the whole, if you hit it, you can make glass shatter and stuff like that. But anyway, in this case, we want to use it to mess with crystal. So Helix 69K, Hobart Institute of Cybernetics, to combat the Colloidal Syndrome, checking the growth of rogue tissue of smart systems. Alright. So we got the virus, so now we've... So now the card itself is now is downloaded onto our card, so now it's a virus. So Let's disconnect. Alright, so now we need to... Let's leave this place. Now let's go into the restricted area now. Yeah, I guess the guy didn't know Joey had enough of a personality to be able to use the beam or whatever to kill. But it looked like it was a spike, so I'm not sure that the robot had the ability to do that. But whatever. Alright, what do we got here now? Huge tank, huh?
Whatever's in there is extremely cold.
Better put on.
It could be liquid nitrogen.
Better put on a coat, viewers.
Instant frostbite if I put my hand in there.
I don't want to do that then.
The computer is controlling the tank.
Whoops.
The computer is displaying its readings on the monitor.
Sorry about that.
Pressing the keys has no effect.
Alright. Let's see what this is. Huge tank.
There are strands of tissue suspended in this tank.
Okay. Can we grab one?
Whoa! The liquid in the tank has burned my hand!
Ow. And we didn't even get anything for it, so we hurt ourselves for no reason, but we've already, let's see. Ooh. Yeah, if we can't reach that thing, we need help.
They're like the ones used by surgeons.
Unlike the good Dr. Burrick, he uses his hands. Let's take a look at these. Tongs. Imprinted on the handle are the words surgical steel made in a Hobart. Okay. Let's use that on the specimens here, or whatever they're called. Alright, what do we got? Oh, tongs with oh, it doesn't say, but we grabbed whatever it was inside the thing, so. Alright, so we need to use this on the tank. Here.
The tissue is frozen now.
Yeah, we do that so we don't, yeah, it doesn't change the description for whatever reason, but it is different, so. If you do this takes too long, the tissue, like if you just wait a while, the tissue becomes, black and becomes unusable, so you have to redo it all over again, for those who are curious. Ooh. Hello, androids. Perhaps we could use... Let's take a look at these guys.
It's a fully formed android body.
Maybe?
Hey, wake up, rubber features!
Ah. Alright, let's see what we got. Multiple androids and a console. Let's take a look at that.
A computer for each of these androids.
Let's see what that says. Walter V2.4 development program. Character board not installed. Reflex and motor skill functions nil. Character data nil. Run RNN program. Download character data. Run startup program. Yeah, let's make a note here. Oops. Sorry, my keyboard actually, all the numbers have like worn out because I use them so often, so I have to remember which keys are which, so. Let's see what happens when we run the program. User error. RNN program not present. Download character data. Error. Functions not defined. 3. Startup program. Well, that was creepy.
It's a fully formed...
Okay.
Hey, wait!
Okay, he said the same thing, so let's check this guy.
A computer for each of these...
Oops.
A computer for each of these androids.
Yeah, let's see what it says in here. Alright, V2 development, character board not installed, RNN functions, 9351 MB, character data nil. Alright, can't run that. Download character data, nope. And 3 start program.
Data error. Data error. Data error.
Oh no, I was about to say, make it stop!
A computer for each of...
Okay. Let's take a look at this one. Development program. Same thing as before, RNN functions, but except character data is 929,598 MB. RNN functions don't work. Download character data. Nope. Board not installed, and run startup data. What the? Oh! Termination procedure and progress. Huh? Oh god. Yeah, he kills you. I think, no, there's one more death in the game, but that's why I saved it, so. Okay, so we need to find out, and obviously we need to, oh, what's this?
The cabinet has a door. There's an expansion port in the cabinet.
Aha. So yeah, we can put Joey in one of these. By the way, if you put Joey in this android, the android kills you. The first one, I'm not sure on that one what happens if you put him in that. Let's see, actually. You're supposed to put in the middle one, by the way.
A computer for each of these.
Let's see. Download character data. I think it's because you can't actually move. Okay, wait. Yeah, you're supposed to use in the middle guy, by the way.
Joey's board fits snugly in the port.
As far as I'm aware, there's no dialogue from Joey. It's when you put him in this one, he just still kills you anyway. So. He just says termination process activated, and then he punches you, knocks you out. I guess so. It's like the powers of
a computer for each of these androids.
Like the powers of the sun or something like that. So anyway. All right, let's download his character data because it says nil, so he has no points. So okay, operation successful. So now data, Joey is now installed into one of these guys. So now he actually has a fully physical body to utilize. So.
How do you feel, Joey?
I'm not entirely sure, sir. I feel soft and curiously vulnerable.
That's because you're practically human.
And this feeling of insecurity is natural?
Oh yeah, you'll get used to it.
By the way, sir, take my advice. Don't wake the other androids.
Why not?
If they've been programmed, they'll terminate you.
We already found that out already, so.
Thanks for saving me from the android.
My actions were the only logical course. What I cannot comprehend is how an android could behave in such an irrational manner. Why? It was almost as if he was human.
I wonder why, though.
What did he mean by a family reunion?
Since your mother was killed, that leaves only...
My father.
You never speak of him, do you?
That's because I can't remember him.
Can't or won't, sir.
Weren't we, like, just a small child, so we probably since forgotten that, so.
Are we close to Linc's core?
Almost certainly, sir. I can sense its presence. In a strange and mysterious way.
Like the old man. The pictures in the campfire. He saw it too. The evil beneath the city. And then he died with the rest of the tribe.
This isn't the time for remorse, sir. You must destroy the evil and avenge their deaths.
Yeah, they got blown up with a bomb or atom bomb or something like that after we left, so.
I think you need a new name, Joey.
I concur with your observation, Mr. Foster. What do you consider an appropriate sobriquet?
I'm gonna call you Ken.
That's wonderful news, sir. Tell me, are there any memorable Kens in history? A Ken whom I might seek to emulate?
All the Kens I can think of were dorks.
Splendid! It will be my mission in life to make the name Ken synonymous with dorks.
Huh. I think he's called Ken because he looks like a Ken doll.
How do you like your new body?
It's wonderful, sir. There's just one thing.
What's that?
When will I be getting the accessories?
I don't know what you mean.
Ears, body hair, those little decorative parts?
You're better off without them, believe me.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's up for him to decide, right?
Never mind.
Kind of reminds me of an episode of Red Dwarf when Crichton becomes human. It's a funny episode. I need to watch those again one of these days. It's been forever. See if he does the analysis thing anymore.
Can you give me an analysis, buddy?
Iron and carbon, without a doubt.
I do miss him being snarky, though.
Can you give me an analysis, buddy?
It's an ancient artifact, sir. Probably a pre-Bronze Age votive offering.
Not a wrench, then.
Ah. I could be mistaken, of course.
These are almost funny in their own way because of just how straightforward he is.
Can you give me...
It's a card with a magnetic strip, sir.
Yeah, I'm skipping that because, you know.
Can you give me
It appears to be a primitive cutting tool.
Can you give me an...
It's a block of clay and sand, hardened by baking, sir.
Baking, you say?
Can you...
It's a card.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Can you give me an...
The tissue is frozen, but still alive, sir.
You know, I should have saved it before like, revive Joey, then go back in the room and see what he says when the tissue isn't alive, because he's... I mean, it's not super humor style, but...
Can you give me an analysis, buddy?
It's made of strands of copper, iron, magnesium, and carbon.
I feel like there's a joke there I missed.
Can you give...
It's a card with...
Okay, wait. Okay. Let's go on to the next room. Yeah, I believe there's dialogue for the tongs themselves, and then the tongs with just the flesh on it. So.
It's storage. For what? I couldn't guess.
Yeah, looks like we're almost at the heart of this place, literally.
The metal is solid and impenetrable. It's storage.
Okay.
I'm obviously supposed to put my hand on that.
I feel like we don't...
That tickles.
Yeah, I assumed we don't have the handprint for it. I bet it's for the androids, so...
I'm obviously supposed to...
Oh, or multiple android...
That tickles. No way of opening it. It must lead deeper into the complex.
Yep. Alright, Joey. Or Ken. Sorry.
Place your hand on that lock sensor.
With pleasure, sir.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Hey, Rubber Man! What's wrong with you?
I appear to have a problem, sir. My hand has melted onto the door.
Is it the material he's made out of?
I don't like to leave you here.
I'll be free in no time, sir. Have you got an axe?
No, I haven't. Why?
You could have used it to sever my hand.
That's unthinkable. Still stuck?
I'm afraid so, sir. It's frustrating, to say the least.
He just got his body and he already has to lose a hand. Man.
Never mind.
Yeah, he's stuck in that thing, so... Yeah, I don't get Joey for very long, so... I mean, Joey will be back for a second, so let's see if there's anything in there, so... This place almost reminds me of a heart ventricle, you know? A capillary. Yeah, probably nothing, so... Just thinking weird stuff, right?
It's what keeps the pipes in place. Completely solid.
Yeah, there's the...
They serve as a ladder.
Alright, let's see.
It's supplying nourishment to that organism.
Ugh.
There aren't any controls on the spout.
Alright, let's see.
It's sucking and stretching out for nourishment. That's the last place I want to end up.
See, we're supposed to use something else here, but I'm seeing what the reaction is if we...
Nothing seems to have happened.
Yeah, we weren't... So we actually have to go back and go do that all over
They
again.
serve
so.
as a ladder.
Because we're supposed to... No,
It's what keeps...
Oops. Okay, so we need to go back. Actually, I probably could... Wait, did I... Oh, no, I didn't on that one, so never mind. I should have saved it beforehand, but... I have to go back and go get the specimen again, so... Because you're supposed to have the cable for support so you can get closer to the orifice and drop it in there. I've heard if you get the specimen before getting the virus on the card, even if you do the whole frozen thing, it oh, I can actually have Joey check the tongs now, I believe. I think he can still do it even when he's stuck. But if you, I've heard if you get get the specimen before the virus is put on the card, it doesn't work for whatever reason.
Hey, rubber man! Would these tongs help to free you?
Not a chance, sir.
I actually didn't know there was dialogue for that.
Hey, rubber man! Got it. I can pry you free with this crowbar.
Smart thinking, sir. Unfortunately, the use of leverage is inapplicable.
Yeah, there's no real good hard spot to put it in.
Hey, rubber! Maybe I could free you with my wrench.
I hardly think so, sir. A wrench seems most inappropriate in this situation.
Yeah, slide the card through. Oops.
Hey, I can't imagine this card would be any use.
Neither can I, sir. What we need is a chainsaw. It's times like this, I wish I were better equipped.
Yeah, sorry, different franchise for that.
Hey, rubber! It's a grisly thought. But maybe I can snip your fingers with these shears.
I had already thought of that, sir. Unfortunately, it couldn't be done. My skin is far tougher than yours.
So that's why you need an accident to bash him in.
Hey, rubber!
It's a block of clay and sand, hardened by baking, sir. Totally useless, sir.
Huh. Let's see, we already used that, so...
Hey, rubber! Would this cable be any use to you?
This is hardly the time for bondage, sir.
Whoa, 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 whoa! What were you guys doing when he made him back in the day? Why is that in his inventory? Or vocabulary, huh? Huh? Anyway. Now let's go get a new sample here. So. Let's see what it says if I have a sample in my inventory. Yeah, I know. I mean, we're like almost at the final door, folks. Like we're like almost there. So. All right. Yeah, now it's all black and gooey now, so I don't even know if it counts as a unique item now.
Hey, rubber! With these tongs?
Okay, nope. Didn't think so. But yeah, see how the tongs are now black and gooey because they almost, not too long afterwards, died, so. Alright, let's do that again. And freeze it, because we want the flesh to be...
I've got a fresh sample.
Okay. And then use tank.
The tissue is
Okay. And then let's go back. And then, because the reason the virus didn't work originally is because, why it doesn't work before the virus is because the virus actually contaminates the system. That's why I was saying, I don't know why my brain shut off on that. I was like, I don't know why it does that. I was like, well, I know, because we activated the virus and we contaminated the system. That's why it does that, so. Alright, well, anyway, let's put these cables on this pipe support here. Alright. And then let's go back on the rung again.
They serve as a ladder.
Oops. Okay. And then we use the tongs on this orifice here.
Nothing seems to...
Oh.
It's sucking and stretching.
Maybe it's just used on the
There
spout.
aren't any controls on the spout. It's supplying no... They...
Alright, sorry about that. I'll go grab it. Give me a second, I'll be right back, so. Okay, so I forgot what I did wrong. I didn't actually infect the system. I thought I used the card on it, so whoops.
Ha! The virus has caused the program to crash.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot. I mentioned the virus and why it does that. I'm like, wait a minute, I never actually affected the system. So, alright, one more time. That's why it wasn't working. I was like, wait a minute, that should work. Because for whatever reason, I kept skipping a step. Sorry about that, folks.
The tissue is...
But yeah, you have to infect it, and then grab a sample. And then go over there. That's why I was doing that, so... Okay, now we can use the tongs in there. So, yeah, I just cut that part out, so.
Yes, I've poisoned the sludge.
Alright, with that, we find ourselves in the final room of the game. So let's find out what waits inside. So, alright, let me make a save for there because there is a death. There is one final death scene that we can encounter.
If I swing on that, I'll either reach the exit or die. This could be the second most stupid thing I've ever done. Father?
Is that Robert? Oh, my son. Why did you come here?
I thought you'd be glad to see me.
I did everything I could to stop you. You're in terrible danger. Get away.
I'm taking you with me. How do I disconnect you from the machine?
Listen to me. Linc needs a replacement for my brain. And the best choice was someone related by blood. It sent Reich and his goons to bring you here. Linc killed Reich when he threatened you.
But if Linc wanted me alive, why did it wreck the helicopter?
That was my doing, Robert. I managed to wrest control from Linc for a few seconds. Long enough to cause the crash. I hope to spare you my fate, Robert.
Ken, you're just in time.
I thought you might need a hand, sir.
Okay, so what you're supposed to do, let me make another save here just in case. You're actually supposed to talk to Ken and institute the final scenes, but if you wait too long...
I've got a bad feeling about this, sir.
What happened, Father?
Linc has rejected me. And without it, I'll die.
Father, tell me what to do.
It's too late, Robert. Linc has beaten us both.
Are you all right, sir?
Do I look all right? Help!
Mr. Foster?
Foster is no more. I am Linc. I am the future.
Yep, final death scene of the game is Linc taking you over and turning you into the new Linc system so he could continue on, because I guess the way it's programmed requires the Foster bloodline for some weird reason, or at least that's what it wants you to think. Oh yeah, and obviously, you know, well, I'll talk about that in the credits, so let's restore it and finally beat this thing, for the obvious reason, or the obvious way to beat it. Alright, don't talk to your dad, because otherwise it takes too long.
What happened?
Linc has...
Alright.
Help me, quickly!
What do you want me to do, sir?
Give him a kiss.
Give him the kiss of life.
I don't have to use my tongue, do I, sir?
Just do whatever you can to save him.
Okay, I'm gonna reload because I just wanted to show off the final humorous dialogue.
I've got a
What, Linc?
Help me! What do you want?
Shut down the machine.
Do you think that's advisable, sir? The Linc computer controls everything in the city. A shutdown could be catastrophic.
It would it would destroy so many people's lives to that point. I guess it could save later, because yeah, you can save in a lot of places in the game. I only saved in moments where it made sense, but you could technically save during, you know, conversations and stuff like that.
Help me! What do you...
Never mind.
Help me! What do you want?
Okay, I thought there'd be extra dialogue for that, so... Alright, yeah, sit in the chair.
Sit in that chair.
Are you going to plug me into Linc, sir? I hope you know what you're doing. Something is happening, I think. Yes, I'm gaining control. I found my destiny, Mr. Foster.
Can you ever forgive me, Robert?
For letting your machine kill my mother?
Please, try to understand. It was the greatest experiment ever devised. Tapping the unexplored depths of the human brain. The potential of the subconscious mind.
You fused with this machine deliberately?
It was a well-considered plan, my boy.
Well considered? It was nothing but megalomania.
I had a dream. The fusion process was an apparent success, but the computer shared access to my human failings. It learned of greed, of vanity. It reveled in the power it wielded. I was almost powerless in the hands of this monster.
Which is the monster, Father? The computer or you?
Robert. Oh, Robert. You were my only reason for wanting to live.
Father? Father! Too late. It's over now.
About the vacancy in the sewage grading plant, Howard. Perhaps we should assign the position to Gilbert Lamb.
Hello, Mr. Hobbins.
Hello, son. What do you want?
I've come to say goodbye.
You still plan to go back to the Gap?
Yeah, I've had it with city life. I'm certainly gonna miss you both. Why don't you come too?
We got enough to do. Getting Union City back to normal.
I reckon you'll make a great team.
Will you come back to visit us, sir?
I'm not sure about that, Ken. But I'll be thinking of you. Oh, by the way, Mr. Hobbins. Here's your wrench.
Thanks, son. I'll need that if Ken gives me any trouble.
Goodbye, friends. And thanks.
Be vigilant.
And thus ends Beneath the Steel Sky by Revolution Software. A very fun but short science fiction adventure story about a man from the wilds who ends up having ties to a man who wanted to explore the powers of the brain, and thus almost dooming a city and multiple people to his machinations. So I overall like this game, but there are a lot of flaws, I'd say, in the game overall. One, I feel like it's almost too short, like it rushes itself at the very end of the game. Two, not enough really most of the puzzles are pretty straightforward, which I guess is fine. I wish there was maybe one or two more complicated puzzles, or more ones that required you to go different areas. I guess there was a few like that. Yeah, it was based off of like a comic or a short story or something like that. I do like the comic art in the game. And the game also has some issues with some voice acting. Sometimes it's good in some places, and sometimes it seems kind of poor. Like the guy who voices Robert sometimes has some good voice lines, and other times he doesn't have good voice lines. But this was in the 90s, so it wasn't... Voice acting hadn't really become, like, really major yet, so it hadn't really been perfected, so a lot of voice acting is a little bit, like, amateurish, which is fine. The music was good. I really liked the music. A lot of nice little tunes in the game, from, like, silly to to serious to whimsical. The story is pretty straightforward. Straightforward science fiction. I liked it. Like I said, I wish it was a little bit longer. I wish Anita hadn't died so shortly. But like I said, and then again, these games can kind of, if they stay on for too long, it can really, like point and click adventure games sometimes can only be so long before they kind of wear out their welcome. So I think this was a good length for a game. I don't know. I wish it was maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit more themed a bit better or something. I'm not sure what I'm trying to think here, but overall, I still like the game though. If I had to give it a rating, I'd probably give it like maybe a 6 or 7 out of 10 in terms of overall point and click adventure games. Really, the big thing about this game is, like, other than the science fiction feel behind the scenes, you know, the dystopian Australian backdrop and obviously the Britishness of it, but the humor is also the big thing about this. So for those who are not British, might lose out a lot of the humor because it's an acquired taste. But I found it quite, I wouldn't say laugh out loud funny, but I found it very chuckle enjoyable, which sometimes I prefer that over laughing out loud all the time. Trying to think what else to say about the game. Oh yeah, Joey when he was in it was entertaining until he became kind of just a standard guy at the end, but that's fine. Yeah, all the little jokes and humors. I wish there was more interactions with certain characters or maybe more reactions. I heard when they redid this game, they kind of added a lot of stuff to it. Maybe in the future I'll play the remaster or remake or whatever they called it, just to see what the differences are in the game. At least I don't know if I'll do it right now. Maybe I'll do it sometime in the future. I do want to play some of the other Revolution Software games like Broken Sword. Those are pretty good classics. I haven't played those in forever. I think I only played like the first 2. And right now they're up to 5, I think? Man. Talk about keeping a series going off. Then again, King's Quest lasted for like, what, 9 games or something like that. So, you know. And then you have other franchises that last for forever these days. So, yeah, what else can I say about the game? Just an overall, I think it's just a fun point-and-click adventure game that if you want something a bit different, you know, science fiction-y, then this is the way to go. Because a lot of point-and-click adventure games back in the day were more fantasy or cartoony, you know what I mean? Because you had like Pirates of the Caribbean, you had your Sam & Max. There's a few science fiction point-and-click adventure games. There's like this one, there's The Dig, Space Quest, and Space Quest is more of the humor part than the science fiction part of it. This one had a bit more of the science fiction on it than anything. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else to really say about this game. It's pretty straightforward. So, well, I guess I'll leave it there and let the credits to roll. So, I hope you enjoyed my playthrough of Beneath the Steel Sky. I know I would say it's an obscure point-and-click adventure game, but not a lot of people talk about it as much. You know, most people talk about, you know, the Broken Sword series or you know, King's Quest and stuff like that. But yeah, I think the credits just keep rolling over and over again. I don't think there's a stop to it. So, but yeah, in the end, enjoyable adventure and a very short one to say the least. Obviously, I made it last a little bit longer because I did 30-minute episodes instead of hour-long. I could have beaten this like a couple of episodes if I'd done that, but I prefer cutting these shorter for that purposes. So, well, what game next? Will I play another point-and-click adventure game in this series, or will I do something else entirely? It's hard to say because I always kind of make up this stuff. I don't really have a major plan. I kind of do this stuff like at the last second. So when I decide what I want to record. So by the way, I hope you'll join me when that comes. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and hope you enjoy being beneath the steel sky. Thanks for watching.